Hey folks, it's Dan with bricksandlife.com, and I'm here to show a really cool set of custom figures that our dear friend Fernando Velez has shared with us. You've seen him posted a few times before on our site, and I thought it'd be kind of cool to show a little video, give a little bit more detail about how he does it, and I've got a piece here that I'm going to it's kind of like half put together that I'll kind of show you how it's done. So these are some of I'll move Kyle out of here. These are some of Fernando Velez's custom light effects figures, and they are super awesome. So he's shared a few, he's made a few more, particularly he's made like an Ezra, he's made a couple, he made his own custom Kylo, Darth Maul, that kind of stuff, but he sent me a few to show off, and I thought I would kind of share them with you. So what's really cool is how he does it. So let's start, well, let's show off first and foremost how it works. So if you take your figure here and put it on the base, you can see that he's got the little LED there and it pulses. Now the reason it pulses is because the Disney Infinity base doesn't have that strong of an antenna to support a LED without a capacitor. And so if you've seen our teardown of this is the Kylo Ren Light Effects official figure, and so the bases are different on the Light Effects figures because right underneath this part of the base is in the slightly thicker part that versus the original. I actually have that right here, so you can see how the old base doesn't have that much going on there in the corner, but in the Light Effects, it's thicker here. It's because there's a capacitor hidden underneath there. What the capacitor does is it gathers up the energy and then forces a stronger signal to the LED, which prevents it from pulsing like that. So so you can see that his blade there is just glowing without pulsing. So I just wanted to show it off on the Disney Infinity base to show that it does in fact work, but it pulses a little bit. And so I'm gonna, don't have a tizzy or anything like that, but I'm about to slide over here a Skylander's base. And the reason I'm going to use a Skylander's base is because the NFC antenna signal is much stronger, and it can maintain the LED lights quite a bit better. So we'll pop it over here, and I'll show you what I mean like that. If I click here and put the Ironman on the base now, the LED just glows strong. It doesn't flicker like that. If any of you know, call is being put out. If any of you know how to get it so that I can just plug in a Skylander's base into a USB port without it being plugged into a console or anything like that, please let me know. I am desperate to find out a way to just be able to plug in a Skylander's portal because it has the strength to do the light up the custom LEDs. If you know how to if you know what kind of USB port I need so that I can just plug it right into a wall like I'm charging a phone or something, that'd be super helpful. So the call has been put out. But anyway, so here is his Iron Man Light Effects, which is very, very cool. He's got some other cool ones, like here we've got Maleficent, and she's got a really cool glowing staff, which I know a lot of people dig. And we've got, of course, we've got a Merida here, and she's got a glowing wisp. I guess I can turn off one of these lights here to show off the glow a little bit better. But she's got a glowing wisp, which is really cool. And then my favorite he's done recently is the glowing eye Ant-Man, which I really, really dig a lot. So let's take a quick peek at how this happens, how he makes this work. And so the easiest way for us to see that is to take a peek at one of his figures in mid-construction. So here is the light itself. This is all it is. It's just a LED on about a 3-foot length of wire. And when that wire is coiled up and around, and you set it on the base, it should ideally light up. And this one's not lighting up for reasons that are beyond me, which is silly. I'm not sure why that's not lighting up. Will it light up over here? No, but that's what's inside of them right now is a string like this, right? And so when you take a figure and you want to make it a light effects, you've got to figure out where you want the light to go, and we want that light to be right here in the chest. And then you've got to figure out how to get that light from the bottom of the figure to the chest, and that's what Fernando did here beautifully. So he took off the leg, he drilled by hand a length all the way up through to the chest piece, and if we were to take the wire here, and it took me a minute to do it the other time, but oh, there we go. So we can take the wire here and we can push it down, and look, there it comes right out of the leg here. And then we could take that wire and fish it through the leg piece, which you've got right here. Oh, it's being a little stubborn. But ultimately you get the idea of how it works. so that the wire is run all the way through. And then once the wire gets all the way down and through, you then wrap it around the base. And we can kind of see how that's done here with the Maleficent figure. So we take if you look here at the base, here you can see the wire is kind of wrapped around. And now that wire is wrapped around, and has to be wrapped around nice and tight, form a nice tight coil, then the NFC signals from the antenna on the base gather into the copper coil and then use it to light the LED, which is very, very cool. And I just wanted to kind of show off a little bit of how that is done, because he works very hard on these customs, and they're beautiful. And so here, this one's partly done, and you can see when we pull the light through, what we're going to need to do is hollow out the chest cavity a little more to make the light more, make the light be able to fit in there into his chest a little bit better. And oh, maybe I just cleared the way on the foot a little bit. Let me try one more time to wiggle it down in there. And of course, doing this kind of custom work requires a lot of patience, so make sure that you're patient. And then ultimately, then when the wire is through that leg, and I won't sit here and dilly with it for a ton, and the wire goes down through the leg like that, and then we've got then you can put the base on, and once the base is clipped on, then you can just run the wire nice and tightly around the plastic base, just like this. This is how he does it. Once it's wrapped around nice and tight, just like that, then ideally when the figure is on the base, it should light up. But for whatever reason, that maybe this LED is bad. I'm not 100% sure. So, but yeah, so there you go. That is how these awesome, beautiful custom figures from Fernando Velez work. And I just wanted to kind of show that off and let you guys get a peek at some of the beautiful work he does. So there you go, guys. As always, thanks for watching. Visit us at DisneyInfinityCodes.com, and I believe in the very near future we're going to be giving away some of these beautiful custom light effects figures. So you want to take a peek and keep an eye out. Visit some of the articles we have. Visit our site, and you can check the custom figure gallery, and most of these figures are featured in there. And from there you can find where you can follow Fernando on Instagram, Twitter, that kind of stuff, because he really does some beautiful work, and it needs to be shown off. The world needs to see how gorgeous some of his work is here. So, as always, guys, thanks for watching. Let me turn off the light here so you can get a good, there we go, a nice good view of them all glowing there. As always, thanks for watching, and visit us at DisneyInfinityCodes.com.